The morning air was crisp, the kind that wakes you up better than any cup of coffee. Daniel Brooks sat quietly on the worn-out bench at the corner bus stop, a duffel bag at his feet and a folded American flag patch sewn onto his jacket sleeve. His hands, calloused, steady, marked by years of service, clutched a small lunchbox. Inside it was a peanut butter sandwich and an apple, made by his 8-year-old daughter, Emma. He wasn't headed to an office. He was headed to a construction site across town, another day, another honest shift. Life had been rough since his wife passed away 2 years ago. Raising Emma alone while juggling 3 jobs wasn't easy, but Daniel had faced tougher missions in darker places. Still, nothing could prepare him for what was about to happen that morning. 2 bikers roared down the street, leather jackets, tattooed arms, and loud laughter echoing off the buildings. They weren't looking for trouble, trouble just followed them. But when they spotted Daniel sitting quietly at the bus stop, wearing an old military jacket and minding his business, they slowed down. "Hey, look at this guy," one sneered, pulling up beside the bench. "Army hero waiting for the bus? Where's your tank, soldier?" The other chuckled. "Yeah, maybe he's waiting for his mom to pick him up." Daniel didn't respond. He'd learned long ago that silence could be stronger than words. But silence didn't sit well with bullies, it made them feel invisible. One of the bikers snatched Daniel's duffel bag off the ground and dumped it open. Inside were a hard hat, a pair of work gloves, and Emma's drawing, a stick figure picture of her dad holding her hand, with "My Hero" written in purple crayon. The biker hesitated. "What's this? Your kid draw this?" Daniel's jaw tightened. He stood up slowly, eyes calm but sharp. "Put that back." Something in his tone, measured, steady, almost too controlled, made the biker's grin falter. But pride wouldn't let him back down. "Or what?" he taunted, puffing his chest. "You gonna fight me over a drawing?" The other biker stepped closer, laughing. "Come on, old man, show us some of that Navy spirit." That was their mistake. In a blur faster than anyone could process, Daniel moved. Years of SEAL training came flooding back, not as aggression, but precision. In 2 fluid motions, he disarmed the first biker's chain and swept his leg, sending him crashing into the grass. Before the second could react, Daniel had him against the bus stop pole, his forearm pressing lightly, just enough to make him realize this wasn't a man to mess with. "Here's how this works," Daniel said quietly, eyes steady. "You pick up my things. You apologize. Then you walk away. You do that, and this ends peacefully." The biker froze, nodding frantically. Within seconds, they were both on their bikes, roaring off down the road, shaken, but unharmed. The bus pulled up a minute later. The driver, a gray-haired woman who'd seen the whole thing, looked at Daniel wide-eyed. "You okay, hon?" He smiled faintly, picking up Emma's drawing. "Yeah. Just another morning." As he boarded, a teenager who'd filmed the whole thing on his phone whispered, "Dude, that was awesome. You took them down like a movie hero." Daniel shook his head. "It's not about fighting, son. It's about knowing when not to." That night, the video went viral. Veteran defends himself, teaches bullies a lesson without violence. Thousands of comments poured in. "Respect to that man. We need more dads like him. Former SEAL, true gentleman." But Daniel didn't see any of it. He was sitting on the floor of his small apartment, helping Emma with her homework. She looked up at him with those same bright eyes her mother once had. "Daddy, were you brave today?" He smiled, ruffling her hair. "I tried to be kind." "That's even better." She nodded solemnly, as if she understood more than her years allowed. Mom would be proud. And in that quiet room, as city lights flickered outside the window, Daniel realized something. All his training, all his years of service, it had taught him how to fight. But it was fatherhood that taught him how to live. Sometimes, the strongest battles aren't fought with fists or weapons, but with patience, grace, and heart.